What's the coldest thing your sibling ever did to you? My twin brother Jake and I were inseparable until we turned 16. That's when our grandfather died and left us his vintage motorcycle collection. 12 bikes worth about $80,000 total. The will said split everything equally, but Jake became obsessed with this one bike, a 1969 Harley that grandpa called his baby. He'd sit in the garage for hours just staring at it, planning something I couldn't see yet. 2 weeks before our 18th birthday, I came home from work exhausted and found Jake on my bed crying, real tears streaming down his face. He handed me crumpled papers. Our parents' divorce documents. Dad's moving to Florida, he choked out. Mom has to sell grandpa's bikes to keep the house. My stomach dropped. Those bikes were all we had left of him. His hands were literally shaking when he grabbed my shoulders. Looking back, I realized he'd rehearsed this whole speech. Every word, every gesture. Listen, if you sign your half over to me, I'll buy the Harley from Mom. Save at least one bike from being sold to strangers. I trusted him completely. We were twins. We shared everything. So I signed. The day we turned 18, Jake went to the lawyer's office alone. Came back that evening with keys jingling, this huge grin on his face. Got the Harley for $3,000. Mom's so relieved, but something felt wrong. When I called Mom to thank her, her voice got weird. After 20 minutes of pushing, she finally cracked. Honey, Jake didn't just buy the Harley. My hands went cold. He'd bought all 12 bikes for $40,000, exactly half their value. My signature had given him legal ownership of my entire inheritance, and my mother, my own mother, had helped him plan it. You told him you just wanted money for college anyway, she whispered. I'd never said that. Never. When I confronted Jake that night, he didn't even pretend to feel guilty, just kept polishing the Harley's chrome, calm as anything. Look, you were never really into bikes like me. This way they stay in the family where they belong. I moved out the next week. For 3 years, we didn't speak. 3 years of silence between twins, who once shared everything. Then, last month, Mom called. Jake was getting married and wanted me as his best man. He misses you, she said. Can't you just forgive and move on? I'd been working with a lawyer for 6 months by then. The statute of limitations hadn't run out. I could get half of everything back. But I wanted something better than money. At his engagement party, Jake ran up and hugged me like nothing had happened. Bro, come see what I've built. He walked me to his garage like a king, showing off his castle. All 12 bikes, fully restored, gleaming under professional lighting. This collection is worth $200,000 now, he bragged to his fiance's parents. My grandfather left me and my brother a real treasure. His fiancee Sarah smiled at me. Jake's told me so much about how you two restored these together. The room went silent. He'd been lying to her for months, creating this whole fantasy about our shared passion. Actually, Jake, I said, nice and calm, pulling out my phone. Why don't you tell everyone how you really got these bikes? His face drained of color, started stammering about family business, complicated legal stuff. I showed Sarah everything. The original will, the document I'd signed at 17, the sale records I'd gotten from the lawyer. Her face changed as she read each one. You stole from your brother, she whispered. It's not stealing if he signed it over. Jake's voice cracked. Sarah looked at the dates again. He was 17. This isn't even legal. That's when I dropped the real bomb. Sarah, I've been working with a lawyer for 6 months. I can still take him to court. Get half of everything back. You wouldn't. His voice cracked like when we were kids. I looked around at her parents, his friends, everyone who'd heard him brag about his collection. You're right, Jake. I won't take you to court, but I am going to tell everyone here exactly who they're letting their daughter marry. I turned to leave, then looked back one more time. The coldest thing isn't that you stole from me when we were kids. It's that you built your whole adult life on that lie, and you were going to let Sarah live it too. Jake called me 17 times that night. Sarah called off the engagement the next morning.